Hello everyone. Since we are now working on the third writing assignment, and the assignment is writing a rhetorical analysis or an analytical essay, I'm recording this video with the intention of you to use it together with the resource I gave you, the PDF resource that I gave you for writing an analytical essay. In an analytical essay, a very important consideration that you have to keep in mind is actually three important keys. One of the first keys is the audience, the intended audience you're writing the essay for. Then you have to consider your purpose. Why do you want to write the essay? And finally, the context of the essay. In a nutshell, the audience of your essay is your professor, namely myself, and your partners in your English class. Eventually, you might be sharing these essays, with some of your partners, or you are loading the essays to the portfolio that could be shared potentially by some of the members of the English language community of the university, because the portfolios are read by other classes at the end. So the audience, you have to keep in mind, this is your teachers and your partners, and then your purpose. In this case, in the analytical essay, the main key is to do informative observation. You're using an article that you want to provide your insights after reading that article. So and by doing that, you have the intention of helping your readers understand the article a little bit better. And finally, the context is the topic. Why the topic that you have chosen matters. In this case, it's a preset topic, but in general, is a topic that is of public concern and interest. One important consideration when reading an article in an online magazine is that these type of articles communicate through an interaction between text and images. Images are very powerful nowadays. We live in a visual culture, so understanding how the article makes an impact, visually speaking, is important. So part of your rhetorical analysis is to understand the way the article looks, the resources the author has used, and the tools that the author has used to convey information. As part of the text, the author, as I said, could present his ideas using a variety of devices, stylistic devices, factual information, stories, statistics, graphics, interviews, presenting opinions. So it's important that you learn how to differentiate when the author is using a strategy to make a point. For example, a story like this in an article called Generation Z Online and at Risk, the author begins with a very powerful story of a 13-year-old girl that threatened to kill her parents because she had been deprived from the internet. So this is a story, and by using a story, the author is making a very forceful point. Or there could be graphics and statistics and interviews to authorities. So it's important that you locate what kind of devices the author is using to make the point. In this case, you have graphics to prove a point. Also, the author could be using pictures. The point of the picture could be shocking pictures, forceful pictures, thought-provoking pictures. So it's important that you understand that these elements in the text also convey meaning. So when facing the task of writing a rhetorical analysis essay, you have to consider your purpose and the procedure that you need to follow. In the first place, the purpose or the objective of your analysis is to show, as I said, your teachers and your partners how well do you understood the article, your understanding of the article, that the article communicates its message and meaning using the different forms that we saw before. And in order to show your understanding of the article, you need to break down the article into parts. You have to see first the contents level, the ideas, the messages, the written text, what information the author is presenting using the written word. Then you have to pay attention to the form level. You have to discuss the visuals, pictures, infographics, charts, any other resources that the author has used to make the point. Maybe in the previous level it was the verbal level, and this might be the non-verbal level, but equally important when it comes to conveying meaning and information. Once you have addressed both levels in your essay, that you have referred to the contents of the ideas and you have seen the second level, which is the visual level, you are in a position to do your job, which is informative observation. You have to discuss what you think the author is trying to say and if the author has managed to do it effectively. One thing that you want to keep in mind is that you don't need to agree or disagree with the article. This is not an argumentative essay. This is an analytical essay where you provide an insight on a text that you're reading, but you don't need to enter into a dialogue with the author. You don't need to start an argument. You don't need to make a polemic claim about the topic that you're reading. You're simply showing your readers how the article has been organized and what ideas could be found in this article. Finally, remember, you're just showing the readers how effective or not the article may be. So I want you to use this resource together with the PDF that I gave you for the week, writing an analytical essay. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you need some help.